Thank you and good afternoon. I'm going to depart from my usual prepared speech to address some truths about the Nassau County Human Rights Commission law. I understand the presiding officer and her caucus believe that transgender people are covered by the law. They believe that the simple naked word, the word gender alone, which their lawyer cites, is in between ethnicity and religion. The single word means it protects women and men, transgender people, and people who do not act in accordance with their stereotype of their sex. It's a stretch, but you're entitled to your opinion. Now, Mr. Nicola said that the county attorney agrees that we are now covered. And I totally disagree, and I can document the fact that the county attorney's office said we are not covered. When pressured by the past presiding officer, and perhaps more, he said, well, you could interpret it that way. But no one ever said that we're covered. Virtually every lawyer outside this building says gender in the law means women and men only, period. Just as every dictionary and every legal dictionary says, women and men. There's nothing about transgender in the other group. Still you cling to your belief, and that's okay too. What is not okay is you always refuse to even discuss the virtual universal disagreement with that, with you, with your belief, which leads me to believe, since you won't discuss it, you merely just say we're covered, you don't say how, you say we're covered, I think you understand, perhaps, that your position is indefensible and wrong, and I think you're grasping at an excuse and not a reason. If the presiding officer and her caucus truly believes, not that we are covered in the law, but that we should be covered in the law, if you really believe we should have equal rights, then you will include us in black and white. And what you see as in the law now, all we're asking is a benign amendment, a simple definition of gender, which you believe is already there, but is invisible to the rest of the world. Then you'll put it in black and white, and every person, every lawyer, every judge outside of this building knows it is wrong, morally wrong to harm us. It's not okay. It's against the law. Everyone will be able to see it if it's in black and white. Our rights in black and white will help end the financial harm, the beatings and the murders we endure, and the presiding officer and her caucus will no longer have to say we're there. They'll know, like the rest of the world knows, we are protected. All God's children are protected in Nassau County equally.
Ms. Borden, thank you so much again and again for appearing here today and for sharing your testimony. As you can tell, I'm an African American male, and I have drawn the benefit of the civil rights movement in affording legal protections to me and to my family, to those who look like me. And as a beneficiary of those laws, I'm concerned that those same protections are not being extended to everyone. And as you said, that is a great, great moral issue. a moral issue that has ramifications to an entire community. And I stand here with my colleagues, willing to support an amendment because we understand that, the terms that define people truly have a powerful effect. They have a powerful effect upon our society, our collectively and individually. So just know that, just because we cannot put this on the floor today, that we will not stop fighting for this amendment. And again, I thank you again for galvanizing a lot of people from several different communities to push this, but I encourage you not to give up and to please continue this effort. And thank you for coming today.
And I'd just like to say one thing, that I challenge anyone and all those who say we are now covered in the law to debate the issue on religious, political, legal, or any grounds. I'll stand up to that and I'll prove that they're wrong, that they have an excuse and not a reason, and that we are not now covered in the law, and that the only lawyer that I ever heard that said that we're covered in the law is Mr. Astudi, the majority counsel. He's the only one. Don't say that the county attorney said so.
And I agree with you. And I agree with you. If, as an attorney, if I were to represent someone who's accused of, making a statement that can discriminate a certain community, as an attorney, I would argue that the law is vague and the law doesn't properly define, and that what my client did does not apply. And that's the same, I'm sure, defense that would be used because of the lack of clarity that we have in the law. And so, again, I really commend you for pushing this, and I would love to have a debate. I would love to have it, these arguments put out in the open so that others can learn from this issue. Please continue, yes?
Nobody ever said, I didn't hear anyone say we should be absolutely covered, unambiguously covered. The only thing the majority council asked the county attorney to reconsider his statement that we are not explicitly covered in the law, pointed out section 21-9.2. Think I'm right? And the word gender, that's between two other classes of protection. The naked word, the single word means three things. And we all know that if we look in the dictionary, in the legal dictionary, if we ask any lawyer, he's going to say it means women and men only because that's the conventional sense it was made under. And that's the only thing it applies to right now. We are not covered. You are not telling a fact. You are telling maybe your belief, but not a fact.
Ms. Borden, we're at 9 minutes.
Pardon me?
You spoke for 9 minutes.
I didn't speak for 9. I didn't even speak for 3 minutes of my talk. I'm answering
Absolutely
the
right,
legislature.
Joanne.
Anyhow,
Legislator Salatis, okay, guess what?
all right, look, I have spent almost a half a day at this, if I add up all my 3 minutes. So if I took a couple extra minutes now,
Joanne, I didn't cut you off.
what?
I didn't cut you off.
I know, that nasty
He's
person.
slowly over there.